Hey, it's Dean. I'm back again, your multi-genre music man. Welcome to my Triple M family. If you'd like to be a part of Triple M family, all you gotta do is register by subscribing, which is free. You just subscribe, ring that bell. That way you'll be notified the new music coming out. This is gonna be a long video. It's gonna be about an hour. It's Waylon Jennings' greatest hits performed by family and friends on his 85th birthday celebration. Unfortunately, he's been gone for 20 years now. He died in February of 2002. It's been 20 years since he passed away. He'd be 85 now. So that for his 85th birthday, the family members got together and decided to do this concert for him. And I'd like to hear it, and hopefully you will too. Here we go.
Hey everybody, this is Jennings, and we're gathered here today to celebrate the life of one of the greatest country music legends to ever live, my grandfather, Waylon Jennings. Morning, I'm going to Shreveport, down to New Orleans. Yeah, baby. We've gathered together a bunch of friends and family. We did the best we could to make justice of the 20 years since he's been gone. I love that man with all my heart. He's my greatest hero, and I hope you all enjoy the show. Thank you so much. Henry and me. I wrote this song about 20 years ago when my grandfather passed away.
In case you wonder what I'm drinking, it's just a Dunkin' Donuts Coolada. It's getting kind of hot here, so I needed something cool to cool me down. And ice water wasn't doing it anymore, so I had to get something else.
It's called Missing You, and it means a lot to me, and I hope you enjoy it. I am just a young man, this is true. I have lost a lot of loved ones in my life, but I've found a few. I would be lying if I were to say you don't cross my mind from day to day. Grandpa Waylon, I'm missing you. And her name was Cody. Thought she was the queen.
We're here at Rebel Ranch today honoring Waylon Jennings, baby. Let's get it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
She got tired of the snowy white dream.
So, I mean, this is a great big year to honor Waylon. He'd have been gone 20 years. He'd have been 85 years old. It's just such a great big year to honor Waylon. And when Wayne and I came up with this idea and contacted the boys at Country Rebel, I reached out to people that were either inspired by Waylon or were friends of his or family of his, and the response was unbelievable. They were like, yeah, yes, please. You know, they just wanted to be a part of it, and who wouldn't be? I mean, Waylon was amazing. He was a legend. When the people came, you could feel his presence. That might sound really weird, but I'm telling you, I felt his presence. I think I'm not the only one that felt that way either. So I hope you enjoy this. I'm blessed to be a part. I'm proud to be a part of it. And once again, I can't thank everybody enough. Thank you.
Travis Tritt is a really good friend of our family. He's been a friend of my grandfather for many, many years. First time I met Travis Tritt was at one of my grandfather's birthday parties, and I never seen my grandfather light up so bright in my life. When them two got together, it was always fun. Here's Travis Tritt doing a medley of all of his favorite songs of my grandfather's. Hope you enjoy it.
One of my biggest heroes was a guy.
I actually played this the other day. I didn't know that there was going to be a whole concert, but I played this part the other day, so it seems familiar. That could be why.
Guy by the name of Waylon Jennings. I loved everything about him before I ever met him. I loved his singing voice. I loved his songwriting. I loved his guitar picking. But one of the things I loved the most about him was he was one of those guys that was going to do things one way and one way only, and that was his way. And without even realizing it, he opened up a lot of doors for people like me because when I first came to Nashville, all I wanted to do was do my music my own way as well. Waylon was such a good friend, and he gave me a lot of encouragement when a lot of people were calling me all kinds of names because I just wanted to do things my own way. And he told me the first time I ever met him, he said, you know what? He said, everything they're saying about you is exactly what they said about me and Willie Nelson and Johnny Cash, Hank Jr., a whole lot of other people. He said, don't worry. He said, those people that are saying all those things about you on those radio stations or in those magazines or wherever, he said, those people, they don't pay a dime for their music. So they don't count. He said, the only people that you should be worried about are the people that go out and work hard 40 and 50 and 60 hours a week, and they're willing to spend some of that hard-earned money to buy your music when you put out new product, and occasionally pay for a concert ticket to come see you live. And that just took a whole lot of weight off of me right off the bat. Because I loved him so much, and I know for a fact that he loved me, I'd like to do my own little tribute to my buddy Waylon. Lord, it's the same old tune, fiddle and guitar. We're doing take it from me. Rhinestone suits, new shiny cars. It's been the same way for years. We need a change. Somebody told me when I came to Nashville, son, you finally got it made. The old Hank made it here. Well, I'm sure that you will, but I don't think Hank done it this way. Lord, I don't think Hank done it this way. Yeah. I sing this world with a five-piece band, staring at the backside of me. Now tell me one more time, just so I'll understand. Are you sure Hank done it this way? Did old Hank really do it this way? Well, cowboys ain't easy to love, and they're harder to hold. They'd rather give you a song than diamonds of gold. Long stop belt buckles and old faded Levi's, and each night begins a new day. And if you don't understand him and he don't die young, he'll probably just ride away. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. Don't let them pick guitars and drive them old trucks. Make them be doctors and lawyers and such. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. 'Cause they'll never stay home, they're always alone, even with someone they love. Just a good old boy, never meaning no harm. It beats all you never saw, been in trouble with the law since the day they was born. Straightening the curve, yeah, flattening the head, Yeah, but that's just a little bit more than the law of love. Just a good old boy, they wouldn't change if they could. Yeah, they're fighting the system like to modern day Robin Hood. I love you, Waylon Jennings. I miss you, Hoss.
This is my Uncle Buddy and my Aunt Kathy.
Kathy and Buddy, I always say this, they are like seriously the cool, the fun aunt and uncle at the family picnic.
You can keep saying this, but I am not coming down on my price. It was at the Pancake Pantry one time, and Mark Wright came in, who went on to produce Leanne Womack, and he was the president of Universal Nashville. And he said, Waylon, he said, I have a story I want to tell you. And he had recorded an album called Sweet Mother Texas and sent it to RCA. And Joe Galani got it and told Mark Wright, he just came to work there as an A&R guy, said, listen to this album and and write down what you think of it. He listened to it and he wrote on a piece of paper, he said, due to my track record, I don't think it lives up to the stuff that he's done in the past. And he put it back in the album, and it ended up on my dad's desk. And he looked at it and read it, and he turned the album over and he wrote on it, he says, to Mark Wright, you can take your track record and kiss my legendary ass.
I heard a different story about the CMAs. I guess him and Willie was supposed to both boycott the CMAs, and Willie ended up going, and my grandfather got mad. I guess Willie told everybody he was out in the parking lot parking cars. Yeah.
And I remember when you were just a little bitty boy, about 3, maybe 4 years old. I got 5, maybe. I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, don't do that.
The times that you were around, Waylon was a completely different person. Because you were one of the older grandchildren. And I remember you coming out on stage with your little plastic guitar and your real guitar. And then I remember you coming to my house, our house, the first time I ever heard you really sing was sitting on our couch in the living room when you sang that song about Grandpa.
Well, thank you.
I'll never forget that. It's a wonderful memory. And then I think, too, it's important that we continue not only the spirit and the legacy, but we need to make sure that everybody always remembers that Waylon was a wonderful human being. Aside from a legend, a wonderful guitar player, singer, songwriter, all those things that he was a wonderful, wonderful human being. And he would be so proud of you.
Thank you.
So I had the great good fortune of knowing Waylon for 40 years. And, you know, when he first made this song, people kept asking him to sing it at concert, but he didn't want to. He didn't care for it that much. Then he made a single, and it sold 1 million copies, and all of a sudden he was singing it every week. So we're going to do our best to do it justice. With Waylon Jennings here, sounded just like the old man. We got it covered.
Just a good old boy, never meaning no harm. Beats all you never saw, been in trouble with the law since the day they was born. Well, they're straightening the curves, and they're flattening the hills. Right. Someday the mountain might get them, but the law never will. Making their way, the only way they know how. And that's just a little bit more than the law will allow. Yeah. Just a good Can't understand it, keep showing my hand, but not my face on TV. One more time, y'all.
Without Waylon Jennings, there wouldn't have been any Dukes of Hazzard. It's the first voice you heard. Every episode, he would explain what things were going on in the middle of a jump. Jump would stop before the commercial, and he'd tell you, well, the boys, this situation ain't worth a bucket of spit. First of all, he was a really, really, really good guy, and a super talented guy. I had never met him before we did the show, but we became very good friends. I mean, I barbecued ribs for Waylon and Jesse at my house in North Hollywood. Used to tell stories. I'd go out on the road with him a little bit, and he and Willie were like trading off nights when which one would open for the other one. And Willie had a habit of hiding on the nights when he was supposed to start. So Waylon would have to go out there be first. And theirs was a really cool friendship, and not unlike mine and Mr. Schneider. A lot of really good friendships came out of that show. The studio knew that I had a friendship with him, so they would have episodes that they needed the balladeer on. So they would give me the tapes, and I would take the tapes on the road and go meet him somewhere where he was doing a concert, and we'd get into a studio, and I'd kind of be the producer when we'd do the voiceover stuff. And he gave me a guitar once. He gave me a Gallagher guitar, which is made in Bell Buckle, Tennessee, an acoustic guitar. And just being around him and watching the way he did his business, I mean, those guys did, 250, 300, 350 shows a year. It's insane the way they worked as hard as they worked. And I always thought that Waylon, he was really an inside kind of guy. He was an introvert in an extrovert business. He was a really private guy and a really super smart guy. And a high school fullback, just like me. I miss him. I miss him a lot. He was one of my best friends. It's been a while. Still here.
Raylyn she's just a sweetheart, and I'm glad she's Willie Nelson's granddaughter, and we're just glad to have her be a part of it. So I hope you enjoy her performance. Here's Raylyn Nelson. Take back the weed, take back the cocaine, baby. Take back the pills, take back the whiskey too.
I knew Willie Nelson had some sons and three sons and a daughter. I didn't know he had a granddaughter.
I sold Waylon a guitar one time, 67 Fender Precision Bass. I seen Waylon about 6 months later, and I said, "What'd you do with that Fender P?" And Waylon said, "What Fender P?" And I said, "Man, I sold you a Fender P of 67. He said, "I don't remember." Ain't no telling what happened to that damn guitar. Yeah, that's a $10,000 guitar. This song we wrote about a year after Waylon died, and Buddy Jennings and Kathy Jennings, they been working on a documentary about Waylon, and they're using this song in it, and they had me do the Santa Monica Film Festival, and they showed it. It's pretty cool. Send this out to Waylon. Happy birthday, Waylon. They called him an outlaw. Watasha was his name. Was a Texas guitar picker, led an outlaw gang. Some folks down in Nashville said he'd never really amount to anything. He worked the night shift and they run the roads all day, looking for a party or any place to play. They didn't have to chase no women, it was all they could do to get away. He flew higher than the eagle they were riding on. He took a band of outlaws across the land, sang the world his songs. Running up and down the highway, he was breaking all the rules. When Waylon came to Nashville, he made outlaw music cool. He was a big thing in my life, you know. Big thing about anybody's life, play music, I reckon.
What do you want me to do?
I'd like to stole.
Jesse Keith Whitley. I met him a lot of years ago, and like the rest of them, we met out there at Tammy's Campground. And we also did a show together for A-Bait out in Pennsylvania. And we've done a few shows together since then, and it's always a good time. Jesse Keith Whitley is one of my favorite people to play with. He's called me out on stage in front of 1,000 people before, just out of nowhere. And owe him a big debt of gratitude. Him and his mother have been great to me and my family, and I really enjoy hanging out with Jesse Keith Whitley. So, hope y'all like this song that only took 6 takes to get down. Well, I woke up this morning, it was drizzling rain. Round the curve come a passenger train. Heard somebody yodel at a hobo home. Jimmy's dead, it's been a long time gone, been a long time gone. Yeah, it's been a long time gone.
If you don't know who Jesse Whitley is right there, that's the son of Keith Whitley and Lori Morgan.
If you wanna get to heaven, gotta D.I.E. Gotta put on your coat and tie. Wanna get the rabbit out the L.O.G. Gotta make a commotion like a D.O.G. Like a D.O.G. Like a D.O.G. Yeah. Makes me wanna love every woman I see. I was traveling when I met her, now I'm traveling again. Every woman she see look like the place I came in, like the place I came in. Ooh, just like the place I came in. I ain't got no name.
A legend and a wonderful singer and a wonderful person and all that, but he really was just a good human being.
If I had to say it in a nutshell, if he was your friend, you had a friend for life.
First time I met Justin Jones' song, it was out at the campground. He had showed up with a friend of his and was picking out there. We was doing a little show around the campground, and he started singing, and I was like, wow, his voice is something else. It's really rare. It's something you don't hear very often. Back then he was clean cut, fresh out of the military, and he was just singing his heart out. Since then he's grown his hair out, got married, had a baby. We both have kids about the same age, and I really enjoy playing music with him, and I hope you enjoy the songs we do here. Maybe it's time we got back to the basics of love.
Looking by Texas, Waylon and Willie and the boys. This successful.
I missed the name they said, but that's either got to be Luca or Micah Nelson, Willie Nelson's son. Sounds just like him.
Feuding like the Hatfield Sand Coast. Between Hank Mills pain songs, Newberry's train songs, and Blue Eyes crying in the rain. Out of Lucan by Texas, ain't nobody feeling no pain. Come on, boss.
Let's go to Lucan by Texas with Waylon and Willie and the boys. The successful life we're living's got us feuding like the Hatfields and McCoys. Between Hank Williams' pain songs, Newberry's train songs, and Blue Eyes crying in the rain. Out in Lucan by Texas, ain't nobody feeling no pain. Hey, out in Lucan by Texas, ain't nobody feeling no pain.
Strict list, you do what you do, brother. You know, one of my favorite records that Waylon ever did was the Old Waylon album. And here's a song off of that. It's called Belle of the Ball. It's always been one of my favorite songs. This goes out to Buddy, too. Vagabond dreamer, rhymer and singer of songs.
I think you finally found a song I've never heard.
Into no one and nowhere to really belong. I met a beautiful lady, a pure southern belle of the ball. Like Scarlett O'Hara, loved no one but wanted them all. But I'll never forget you and love you in spite of your faults. The good and the bad, I want to remember it all. Well, I did a new dance and you did your Tennessee waltz. Now the party's all over, I came uninvited. I'm leaving and taking the belle of the ball. There'll always be someone, I guess that's the way it should be. I guess I should know that someone used to be me. They'll gather around, soon they'll all look the same. At the feet of the lady are lovers without any names. Well, I'll never forget you and love you in spite of your faults. The good and the bad, I want to remember it all. Well, I did a new dance and you did your Tennessee waltz. Now the party's all over, I came uninvited. I'm leaving,
taking the bell of the ball.
Tyler Booth. He's one of the best young and up-and-coming artists that's out there. He knows every song my grandfather has ever done. He walks around playing his guitar at all times, and I'm very proud to know this young man, and I hope you'll enjoy our performance together. Everybody knows you've been stepping on my toes, and I'm getting pretty tired of it. Been stepping down the line nearly every single time. If you had any sense, you'd quit. 'Cause ever since you were a little bitty teeny girl, said I was the only man in this whole world. Girl, you better do some thinking, then you'll find you got the only daddy that'll walk the line. I keep working every day, all you wanna do is play, and I'm tired of staying out all night. But I'm coming on through from your funny little moods. Now, honey, baby, that ain't right. And ever since you were a little bitty teeny girl, said I was the only man in this whole world. You better do some thinking, then you'll find you got the only daddy that'll walk the line. Packing up my clothes, nearly everybody knows that you're still just putting me on. Then I started walking, gonna hear you start squawking and begging me to come back home. 'Cause ever since you were a little bitty teeny girl, said I was the only man in this whole world. Girl, you better do some thinking, then you'll find you got the only daddy that'll walk the line. You got the Oh yeah, Brianna. She's my second cousin. And she's the youngest of us that are out here doing this. She's a great artist. You ought to look her up. Her name is Brianna Harness. And I hope you'll enjoy her performance because I'm very proud of this girl. Give her a listen right here.
Don't lay your bridle on my shoulder. Don't bring your bed to my mouth. And don't lay your blanket on my body. Just take your saddle and get out. Just take your saddle and move out. You were playing with my fire. You
girl's a beautiful. Oh. Sorry, I screwed up.
Beautiful lady used to be. Oh yeah, Brianna. Give her.
There we go. Sorry, I messed up. I was gonna say this girl is definitely a girl to listen for because I've heard another song of hers that she did that was a Waylon Jennings song, and she did really good at that, and she's doing really good at this one too. So she's somebody who's gonna be a big star someday.
And its fury, eye to eye we stand apart. Yeah, it's a long way down the canyon, and only the stars would see you fall. And if you only want it your way, I believe you should take it all. Yeah, I believe you should take it all. Yeah, I've been beside you for the long way. I tried to let you have it all, but the canyon's going narrow. It seems there's room for one, that's all. It seems there's room for one, that's all. Yeah, it's a long way down the canyon, and only the stars would see you fall. And if you only want it your way, I believe you should take it all. Yeah, I believe you should take it all.
I believe she's also the granddaughter of Hank Williams Jr. Not Hank Williams Jr. of Waylon Jennings, because when he announced her as his cousin on the first one, they sang it together, and so I assume they're both related, by their grandchildren of Waylon Jennings. Pretty sure of it.
I was a highwayman. Along the coast roads I did ride. Sword and pistol by my side. Many a maiden lost some marbles to my trade.
Yeah, he sounds a lot like Willie Nelson.
Many a soldier
It's one of his
set his
sons,
life
I think.
on my blade.
Sorry if you couldn't hear me through that. I think that's definitely Willie Nelson's son. He sounds a lot like him.
The bastards hung me in the spring of 25.
He's taking over Willie's
But I'm still
version of the
alive.
song, too.
I was a sailor. I was born upon the tide. With the sea I did abide. I sailed a schooner around the Horn of Mexico. I went aloft to furl the mainsail in a blow. And when the odds broke off, it said that I got killed.
across the river deep and wide, where still and water did collide. A place called Boulder on the wild Colorado. I slipped and fell into the wet concrete below. They buried me in that gray tomb that knows no sound, but I'm still around. I'll always be around and around and around and around and around and around.
I'm curious who they're going to play for Johnny Cash's version. This guy in the middle here with the white hair, he played Chris Christopherson's part. Willie, the redheaded guy, played Willie's part. This guy's playing Waylon's part. I wonder who will play Johnny Cash's part. Johnny Cash does have a grandson, but I don't see him there.
Creed Fisher. He's one of the biggest Waylon fans I've ever met in my life. And me and him go back further than most of the people on this show. First time I met him was at Waylon Fest. It's a festival that my family put together out in Whiteface, Texas. And we did two of my favorite songs. We did The Conversation and Don't You Think This Outlaw Biz Done Got Out of Hand. And it's always a pleasure rocking with Creed Fisher. Hope you enjoy it.
I'm for law and order, the way that it should be. Songs about the night they spent protecting you from me. Someone called us outlaws in some old magazine. New York City posse down like I ain't ever seen. Don't y'all think this outlaw Billy done got out of hand? What started out to be a joke, the law don't understand. Was it singing through my nose that got me busted by the man? Don't y'all think this outlaw Billy done got out of hand? Out of hand. We were wrapped up in our music, that's why we never saw. The cars pull up, the boys get out, and the room filled up with law. They come bounding through the back door in the middle of my song. Got me for possession of something that was gone, long gone. Don't y'all think this outlaw Billy done got out of hand, out of hand? What started out to be a joke, the law don't understand. Was it seeing through my nose that got me busted by the man? Don't y'all think this outlaw Billy done got out of hand, out of hand? Woo.
Man, my Aunt Jennifer is one of the best people I've ever met in my life. I mean, she's got a beautiful voice, a beautiful heart and soul. She's just sweet as can be, you know. She's been that way her whole life, you know. She's been the nicest of us all. She used to sing backup for my grandfather out on the road. And she's been into gospel music, country music, just music in general. She plays piano beautifully. She sings beautifully. She's always been great at what she does. And I'm honored to have her be part of this. And I hope y'all enjoy the song she sings. She's going to sing I'm Not Lisa, which is a tribute to my grandmother, who was a big part of my grandfather's life. She was his partner, his wife, and the love of his life. We found it only fitting that we show those support for her as well.
Well, I'm sure glad Mom married Waylon because he was one of the best stepdads I think you could have. And I was just thinking of her, so I'm going to sing one of her songs I think everybody loves.
I'm not Lisa. My name is Julie. Lisa, I left you years ago. My eyes are not blue, but mine won't leave you till the sunlight shines through your face. She was your morning light. Her eyes told of no night. Your love for her grew with each rising sun. But then one winter day, his hand led hers away. She left you here, drowning in your tears. Here, where you've been for years, crying, Lisa. Lisa, I'm not Lisa. My name is Julie. Lisa, I left you years ago. My eyes are not blue, but mine won't leave you till the sunlight touches your face. I'm not Lisa.
Well, cowboys ain't easy to love and they're harder to hold. They'd rather give you a song than diamonds of gold. Long stop barrel buckles.
When I was young, he was still touring most of the time, you know. And I didn't see him very often, other than, you know, backstage at shows and in hotels and airports, stuff like that. But every time I see him, he had a big old gift for me. And he used to buy me these, you ever been to Toys R Us when you was a kid? They had this Toys R Us money, these Toys R Us bucks, giraffe bucks or whatever they call them. He'd always give me those. And he just, one time he brought me this little slot machine. It was full of quarters. I was like, I'm rich. But, you know, he was just a big old kid. I mean, he picked me up from football practice one time. I was still wearing my football uniform. Got in his Jaguar. And I guess my shoulder pads hit some kind of, it hit the seatbelt in some way and it left some light on in his car. And it drained the battery. And he said I could never ride in his Jaguar again. But, yeah, I got a bunch of great memories of my grandfather. A lot of them when I was so young I didn't even know who he was, you know. And when I was really, really young, I couldn't tell you how old I was. He bought me this big plastic train set that went around our whole living room. And I was like, wow. And it was just, you know, kid stuff. Always fun stuff that we always did together, you know. I mean, not as often as somebody who just lived down the street would, because he was most of the time on the road. But whenever he wasn't on the road, he was right there with us. And he was really a good man. And when it comes to my grandfather, this is how much he loved kids. If he ever wanted a truthful answer from somebody, he would go ask a kid. Because a kid, they got no filter. They'll tell you exactly what they think, you know. And, so I got asked a lot of questions. My grandfather was a great man. I've never met him. I've been on the road for now about 11 years. And I've heard many, many stories from many, many people. And I've never heard anybody say one bad word about him. So that's something I respect to hold my entire life, you know. I'm just honored to be his grandson and to have had the memories that I've had with him over the years, you know. And I'm just glad that I'm able to do this for him 20 years after he passed and just show him how much I love him. He's been gone for 20 years, but it was just like yesterday. I love you, Grandpa.
It's Wade Jennings' birthday. Happy birthday to you.
All right.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Holly. Happy birthday to you.
Country
Rebel, yeah.
Hey everybody, my name is Wade Jennings, and I just want to take the time to thank everybody who was a part of this today. And we did a tribute for my grandfather. It's been 20 years since he passed away, and this won't be coming out to his birthday, but I was honored to be able to film it on my birthday. We've been at the Country Rebel Ranch for about 13 hours, and had a lot of good friends, a lot of good family, and a lot of good times in these last 12 hours. Paying respect to a man who without we would not be able to do this. And, I just want to say, Grandpa, I love you. And I want to say everybody who's part of this, Aunt Jennifer, Creed, just everybody who was part of this, that I love y'all. And thank you for taking time out of your day to come and pay tribute to a man that means so much to me. We're going to close this out with a song that I've been doing for the past couple years, and I hope y'all enjoy it. It's called Hallelujah. I heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do ya? It goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, and the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
Hey y'all, this is Jessie Coulter congratulating Country Rebel and Wade Jennings for running a great program here today. Waylon's second and third generations singing his songs. And you know, it's just in remembrance and celebration of Waylon. And what a great guy to remember. I love y'all, and I hope you have a great show and can't wait to see it. Bye-bye.
Hey y'all, it's old Cooter from Hazard County. Thinking about my buddy Waylon Jennings. It's his birthday. Now Waylon's gone up there. He's part of the Heavenly Band, the Heavenly Country Rock Band. But he's not gone. We had a lot of people out here at Cooter's today. And, Waylon's grandson Wade was with us. And the music's still there. But it's still, every time somebody watches the Dukes of Hazzard or listens to a great old Waylon Jennings album, it lives. He's alive. Great artists like that don't go away, you know. So it's a permanent part of our culture, and that's a good thing, y'all. Well, I'm down, now I'm gone. See you between the ditches.
Happy heavenly birthday. Wait, love you, brother. We down here making it happen.
Waylon was always my hero. Love you, Hoss. Happy birthday in heaven, Waylon. You the man.
It was asking me last week to say a few words about the great late Waylon Jennings. Who was he to me? Well, he's the ultimate badass. He didn't play the game. He did things his own way. I remember listening to him when I was a little kid when I was watching Dukes of Hazzard, which was filmed in my hometown, by the way. And also when I sat down to get my record deal in 2009, the end of 2008, early 2009, with James Stroud, one of the best producers of all time, he asked me, he said, what kind of record do you want to make? And I said, let's do a Van Waylon record. And he goes, that's it. We're going to do a record. So, Waylon Jennings, buddy, you've passed the torch off to Way. And he's out there doing great things. And I love playing music with him. And I can't wait to see him. And God bless each and every one of your fans, because your music lives on forever.
Hey y'all, I'm Moonshiner Josh from Discovery Channel's Moonshiners. Way asked me to be a part of this video, and that was a big honor for me. I've been a huge Waylon fan all my life. Happy 85th birthday in heaven, Waylon. Keep on shining. May your memories last on forever. The legends never die.
Hey, Cody Wickline here, and I just wanted to wish Waylon a very happy heavenly birthday. Waylon's influenced me from the time I was just knee-high to a grasshopper. And it's been an honor to perform some of his songs the way that I do. But anyways, happy birthday, Waylon.
What I remember most about Waylon was that he always took the opportunity to say hi to the kids, and he was always really happy. One time in particular, I remember that my mom and I just walked up on the bus, and he was sitting there smoking a joint with my grandpa right on the couches in the front. And he was like, Janet, Raylyn, and he grabbed my hand and pulled me down in between him and my grandpa. And my grandpa, got close, and he looked at my mom and said, take our picture, get our picture. So that was, and I still have that picture and post it quite often. It's very special to me. I miss Waylon.
Hey, I just want to say happy birthday, Waylon. And I wanted you to see that I'm taking care of your little guy here, little Way Jennings, who's such a darn good singer. And I'm so proud of him and his beautiful family. And I think of you all the time, and especially when I see the embodiment of you in the heart of this boy. Yeah.
Man, well, maybe there's a God above, but all I've ever learned from love was how to shoot somebody who outdrew you. It's not a cry that you hear at night. It's not somebody who's seen the light. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
Well, everybody, that was Waylon Jennings' greatest hits performed by family and friends on his 85th birthday celebration. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like button, share button, the subscribe button, the bell button. Don't forget to leave a comment down below whether you liked it or not. Leave me questions down there, ideas for songs. As long as it has the link to YouTube so I can find the song easier, I'll do it for you. And if you'd like to send any money my way to help out with getting new equipment and stuff, down in the comment section below, it shows you how to do it through PayPal, GoFundMe, Patreon, and others. Even the heart with the money sign in the middle, you can do it on the right on the screen. So you can do it all those ways. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed this concert. It was about an hour long. I hope you enjoyed it. This is Dean saying, have a nice day, and I'll see you next time on the next video.